Миллионы вопросов и один точный.
Millions of questions and one precise source of answers. Okay, your guide in the world of knowledge. Over 2 million of materials, articles tested by experts, get ready responses online in the languages of Russia. Save time concentrating on the most important. Write, create, get prize in the community of authors. Precise information on your aid towards the new highest points knowledge in greatest applicant touch, developing the world of free knowledge, modern, accessible, etc. Rubiki Internet Encyclopedia, you know where to learn.
Вот что двигает мой бизнес. Открытие магазинов и диалог для обмена документами онлайн. Сезонные новинки и фокус для проверки поставщиков по актуальным данным. Команда мечты и толк для совместных встреч онлайн. Баланс во всем и экстерн для учета и отчетности. С сервисами Контур мой бизнес надежно экипирован и работает как надо. Экосистема Контур. Экипируем на все случаи бизнеса.
Лаборатория Касперского – технологический лидер и единый партнер по кибербезопасности. 220 тысяч компаний в 200 странах и территориях доверяют нашей глобальной экспертизе и лучшим в своих классах продуктам эффективность которых подтверждена многочисленными тестами, рейтингами и наградами. Лаборатория Касперского. Активируй будущее.
Redsoft — российский разработчик системного программного обеспечения для информационных инфраструктур любого масштаба. Линейки продуктов RedOS, Red виртуализация, Red ADM, система управления базами данных Red базы данных. Продукты Redsoft — основа безопасной, технологически независимой информационной инфраструктуры, обладают открытой экосистемой совместимых продуктов, что позволяет создавать гибкие решения для организации бизнес-процессов любой сложности.
Виртуализация жизненно необходима для современных IT-сред. Однако для развития и защиты бизнеса следует тщательно выбирать решения по виртуализации. Выбирайте надежные решения, предоставляющие значительные преимущества, наибольшую экономию и высочайшую скорость реагирования на бизнес-потребность. Облачную платформу SpaceVM.
Технологии UserGate не обращают внимания на географию и границы, обеспечивая надежность в любой точке цифровой вселенной. Мы заботимся о том, чтобы вам было комфортно и безопасно каждый день. Мы защищаем вас, пока вы меняете мир к лучшему.
Предприниматель бесконечно может смотреть на три вещи. Как горит огонь в глазах команды, как растет поток клиентов и как работают деньги. Откройте расчетный счет в Акбарсбанке с доходом 15,5% на остаток.
Мы – Банк «Зенит». Оказываем полный спектр финансовых услуг. Эксперт в комплексном обслуживании корпоративных клиентов. Активно развиваем розничные банковские услуги и private banking. Ваш Банк «Зенит».
Вот уже более 70 лет мы создаем энергию. Силу, которая движет миром и способствует его развитию. Сегодня Татнефть – эффективная международная компания, активно развивающая более 20 бизнес-направлений. От нефтегазодобычи, нефтепереработки, шинного, розничного бизнеса до биотехнологий, генной инженерии. Гордимся, создавая ценности на благо людей.
Мы создаем цифровые решения, меняющие к лучшему настоящее и будущее каждого человека и всей страны. Более 30 лет мы живем и работаем в России. Наша команда насчитывает более 2700 сотрудников, которые объединяют близкие каждому жизненные ориентиры и корпоративные ценности. На сегодняшний день открыто более 25 офисов по всей стране. Компания Барс Групп имеет масштабный опыт реализации IT-проектов практически в каждой из сфер экономики. Для развития глобальной цифровой экосистемы «Экономика данных». Компания сотрудничает с ведущими вузами страны и отраслевыми сообществами, участвует в ключевых IT-событиях, организовывает собственные образовательные мероприятия, направленные на развитие цифровых кадров будущего. Барс Групп. Цифровые решения для роста качества жизни людей.
Миллионы вопросов и один точный источник ответов. РУ-Вики. Ваш гид в мире знаний. Более 2 миллионов материалов. Статьи проверяются экспертами. Получайте мгновенные ответы в вашем ритме.
Добрый день, уважаемые.
Good afternoon, dear ladies and gentlemen. I am happy to see all of you at this very important round table, which is held traditionally, and where we have both online and offline presentation. Our highly esteemed representatives, mayors of the city, their deputies from abroad, who will also tell us how digitalization changes their settlements. Today, during the plenary session, it was said why digitalization is good for us. Complementation of the AI, because it uses a lot of specialists which should be trained, gathered together to make work for the common case. And on the other hand, this process and its results are maximum invisible for people, because when we have simplification of certain processes, for example, you're not standing in a line to get any certificate, and sometime later you just perceive it as per se, because we have a very good quality. We forget the things we paid much time for. For example, 50 seconds of time is used for giving the application to the enrollment at the university. I spent about 2 days in 1995 when I was enrolled in the Moscow Linguistic University. So to come with your documents to the university, to stand in line, and so on and so forth. Last year, Kazan became an initiator of establishment of Association of Cities and Municipalities of BRICS Plus countries. And the aim of this development of practical partnership, both in economy and social economic and other spheres, and implementation of projects which are aimed at improvement of quality of life of residents of the cities. And our event proposes to transform into the Committee of the Association of the Cities and Settlements of the BRICS Plus countries, which will make it possible to represent all key projects which have proved their efficiency and which are ready to be scaled up. And in the long run, or even today, to collect into one database. Okay, let's share our best practices to find innovative solutions where they have not been found yet, but I am sure that we will be able to find them during our today's session. Evgenia Anatolievna, it's my pleasure to give the floor to you, Deputy Head of the Municipality of Kazan, Evgenia Lodvigova. Thank you, Dmitry. Colleagues, I am happy to welcome all you. In fact, by our good tradition, we are gathering here not for the first year, and according to this good tradition, mayors from other countries, other cities are joining us and come offline, and it is very gratifying as, like Dmitry said, last year we established the Association of Cities and Municipalities of BRICS Plus countries, and geography of our friends has broadened a lot. And today, for the first time, colleagues from Ethiopia, Brazil, Argentina have joined us. Well, in fact, we are only having the growing number of our friends, which is also gratifying. I would like to especially welcome our permanent guests from and friends from China, Iran, Turkey, Kazakhstan, and of course from Russia. Especially warm welcome to our twin cities who came here, Eskişehir and Guangzhou. I am very grateful to our colleagues from St. Petersburg, Chelyabinsk, Kaliningrad, Rostov-on-Don, Samara, and cities of Tatarstan for their permanent interest to our roundtable. I would like to express my gratitude to representatives of the diplomatic corps, our consuls, our friends who always support us in any events which we're having. And of course, as Dmitry has said, the world is not standing on the place, and digitalization is the key of our changes of today's world. And of course, we are always trying to collect the best city practices which exist in various countries, in various cities, and to use these best practices directly to our cities. Thank you again for your support, for sharing your knowledge, for inspiring each other. May our work at this round table be fruitful, discussion bright, and of course, welcome to Kazan. Evgenia Anatolievna, we have now an opportunity to listen to the address of the chairman of the Association of Cities and Municipalities of BRICS Plus countries, the mayor of City of Marica, president of Brazilian Association of Municipalities, Mr. Washington Luis Cardoso Sequeira.
Prefeito da nossa querida Kazan, essa cidade que nos inspira a todos no mundo, que realiza agora a 6ª Semana Internacional de Inclusão Digital, um evento essencial para as cidades, para o desenvolvimento das cidades, trazendo modernidade, trazendo a inteligência artificial, trazendo todas as tecnologias para o dia a dia do cidadão, para melhorar a vida das pessoas. É isso que o BRICS oferece ao mundo. Cidades para as pessoas. Cidade em que o cidadão, as pessoas estão no centro da transformação social. E todas as inovações digitais sendo utilizadas para o bem-estar das pessoas. Esse é o propósito do BRICS e esse é o propósito de Kazan, essa cidade inovadora no mundo, orgulho não só da Rússia, mas orgulho de todos nós, cidadãos do mundo.
Давайте поблагодарим господина.
Let's express our gratitude to Mr. Washington Luis Cardoso Sequeira for this message, because everybody is watching us. It is very important to solve certain questions together. It is more progressive and it makes better the process of finding solutions. If they are gathered together, then the process of scaling up is less complicated. Okay, we are starting the work of our roundtable. We are pressed for time. We have very many speakers, and I would like to follow the timeline of your presentation because we are in the online broadcast live. There will be another discussion after us. Please follow the timing. So, every city has unique experience of the development of various digital spheres, and the central part for whom it is done, it is a person-oriented, because everything is done for a human being, because a lot depends how a person feels itself in the city. Its health, mental health, physical health, and productivity of a person depends on this. And a big share of the importance is given to. Just recently there was a research that showed that children come to school and the level of health there is 95%, and they leave it with different indexes which are decreasing, and the organization of food catering there is very important, very crucial for that. And I am passing the floor to Elena Jamilовна Muhamedshina, who is the head of the Department of Food and Social Catering of Kazan. Please. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. It is a big pride to have a presentation before you. I hope that my presentation will inspire you and will be useful. Kazan is an ancient city with rich history, which is 1,020 years old. We have various schools, including those which are more than 100 years old, and catering units are also various. Some of them can be adapted for modern requirements, others not. Accordingly, and opportunities for organizing catering for children are different. That's why in 2006, on the initiative of the mayor of Kazan, Ilsur Medshin, we launched a city program, Healthy Catering for Children, and we organized Municipal Unitary Enterprise Department of Food and Social Catering of Kazan for this purpose. Let's look at the archive. Children can be clothed differently, can be taught differently, or they can learn differently. But at least they should have the same food at schools. To implementation this cost, having started the world experience, Kazan was the first in Russia to implement the technology of cook and chill, of preparing food with shock freezing up to plus 24 degrees. All schools where it was not possible to use the whole cycle on site were adapted for implementation of this technology. We centralized procurement, and a big amount of procurement. It is also decrease of the cost of the produce and the possibility of a single standard of the entrance quality control. We have decided to define the beneficial category of children, tentatively 18% of school children. These are children from poor families, the families in difficult situation, which started having food in schools for free. And all these solved the task of implementation of single standard of safe and quality catering for every child using one menu and one cost. The enterprise developed actively. In 2008, we built a complex of storage or warehouses with the area of 4,000 square meters, which made it possible to provide 2-week storage of food for continuous work. The heritage of the university 2003, the catering facility with the area of 9,000 square meters, equipped with modern equipment and accredited lab, which carries out more than 2,000 analyses, strengthened and expanded possibilities of our enterprise. Due to this, the Department of Food is a reliable partner of Kazan in organizing catering for such large-scale events as Summit, a BRICS Summit, World Championship, FIFA Championship, and many other things. Rapid technological process sets up new challenges and at the same proposes broad opportunities. Thus, in 2012, Kazan was the first in Russia to implement the cashless system of payment of school catering. It decreased the load on school catering units and increased the speed of service. In 2013, in Kazan, we launched a project of a school restaurants. Our school restaurants is not just cozy and modern interior, but also the menu, the free choice menu, so that every child can choose what he or she wants. Development of the city of Kazan, favorable demographic situation, and implementation of free catering faced new challenges related to substantial growth of number of school children. With the support of the government of Tatarstan, the city, and due to co-financing of the department, we realize or implement large-scale programs of modernization of catering units. Due to capital overhaul and opening new schools since 1912, we increased and we have built more than 15,000 additional seats and 188 school restaurants. With this made it possible to create comfortable conditions of labor for cooks, and which is very important in today's complicated situation at the labor market. Another challenge for us, these are food traditions of modern children and the growth of number of children with obesity. That's why we have a journal or log of parents' control, where every parent can come to the school catering unit, studies from inside to taste dishes and to assess the conditions in the food unit. Also, we carry out big preventative work and such as school picnic, lectures, and many others. Today's Department of Food is a large socially oriented enterprise. Every year, we provide food for 310,000 residents of Kazan and 10 regions of Republic of Tatarstan. These would be impossible without use of modern digital technologies. Two large modules of digitalization which are being developed from 2011. This is logistics based on 1S and the feedback based on Bittrex 24. In our everyday work, we process a huge amount of information just to develop 650,000 orders a year would take into consideration more than 12,000 options of procurement, 217 kinds of menu, 2,200 positions of the assortment of raw material, and 2,600 dishes. To do this, in all kindergartens and schools, we introduced the system of automated accounting of the order. We implemented the system of automated accounting and development of the menu, automated formation of transport routes. Maximum automation of routine operation is also the focus of our digitalization project. The main positive effect is the transparency of all processes. This gives optimization of logistics, decreases risks of more or less food, and substantial savings of all resources. We get a huge amount of data, parents' control, which from 1921 has become an everyday and is in form, checklists of checks in our internal control events, questionnaires, service applications, and many other things. To analyze this data and to provide operational response, we implemented the system Smart Catering on the domestic Bittrex program. Today, the pool of data contains information related to more than 1,000 facilities, more than 63,000 entries and checklists, where more than 44,000 are the entries from the log of parents' control. As a result, we gather and store all information on each facility in one site. Every question is fixed, sent to responsible units, and controlled. This makes it possible to reveal the risk zones for food safety and to take measures. Operational response to bottlenecks makes us a reliable partner for facilities, parents, and children. Today, department uses the efficient practice using technologies of centralization, automation, and digitalization of processes, which creates unique ecosystem of social catering for parents, school children, and patients. Our experience is more than 20 years, and we are ready to share our experience. Thank you very much, Rima Jamilovna. Of course, we would like to want to welcome the twin city of Kazan. We would like to welcome Mr. Yakub Khashakhyar in person, but unfortunately he was not able to come, so he sent us a greeting.
In the name of Honorable Mayor of Kazan, colleagues and esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to be with your excellencies at this significant forum. Allow me to take this opportunity to share the experiences of Tabriz in the journey toward digitalizing urban governance. Urban governance in Tabriz has a long story. Tabriz has been long one of Iran's cultural and political centers, serving as a model for urban administration throughout various historical periods. In past centuries, traditional urban systems relied on in-person visits and direct communication between citizens and local officials who were responsible for managing the city. While appropriate for its time, this approach faced several limitations: complex bureaucracy, delays in service delivery, and a lack of transparency in procedures. As society modernized, the need for more efficient and responsive management became clear. Today, with rapid technological advances, cities face a critical choice: either adapt to digital technologies and evolve into smart cities, or continue to struggle with persistent urban management issues. But digitalization can widen the digital divide among different segments of society, especially if access for low-income groups or people with disabilities to technology is neglected. Data security and the protection of citizens' privacy are among the major concerns in this area. Moreover, digitalization requires ongoing training for the municipalities' staff and improved digital literacy among citizens. Tabriz has taken practical and fundamental steps in recent years. Allow me to point to some notable achievements. Firstly, Tabriz fiber optic network. This massive project spanning 830 kilometers with a 24-core capacity began under a 4-year plan, and more than 60% of it has been completed to date. The goal of this project was to provide a sustainable and wide-ranging infrastructure to connect all parts of the city to high-speed internet. The second one, the SDI-based Tabriz app. This application is a comprehensive Persian language platform offering a wide range of services. Via this app, citizens can apply for building and business permits, pay their bills online, view the public transportation timetable, and even experience virtual tours of Tabriz historical and tourist attractions. In this space, international cooperation plays a key role. BRICS member cities and other global metropolises can accelerate digital transformation by exchanging experiences, sharing data, and establishing common standards. Our experience shows that the success in this area requires joint investments in infrastructure, cybersecurity, human resources training, and reducing the digital divide. So, digitalization of governance requires knowledge sharing, attracting investment and benefiting from shared experiences. Therefore, let me clarify, we prioritize international collaborations and global networks like BRICS. At the moment today, we stand at a point where we can shape a different future for cities. A future in which technology is not a threat to humanity, but a tool to strengthen human dignity, expand opportunities, and reduce inequalities. The BRICS Summit is an unparalleled opportunity for synergy and dispatch. From our perspective, BRICS could provide a platform for joint projects and smart city initiatives, upgrading digital infrastructure and enhancing human capacities. Tabriz is ready to share its experiences with other cities and in return, to learn from your valuable experiences. I hope that through collaboration, we can build a BRICS network of digital cities that becomes a model of modern governance for other parts of the world. Thanks for your kind attention.
Спасибо, господин.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hoshyar, for your video address. We do have another person we wanted to see personally, but for serious reasons. Mr. Mustafa Buzbey, the mayor of Bursa, a very well-known city, but it's also well known by the fact that in his country, in Turkey, he is now heading the movement of the smart cities. Dear participants, distinguished representatives of the world of technology and science, I extend my greetings to all of you from Bursa, Turkey's fourth largest city. The city has a strategic significance with their potential of $16.7 billion US. It's located on the seashores of Marmara, close to its to the Marmara Sea port, its airport. Our objective is turning Bursa not into the smart city. That's a reality we have reached today. The main objective for us is increasing the quality of life, the transparency, and of course we want our citizens having free access to all the services, and so that they can use those services without complication. High quality of life is of course transparent administration. This vision we are following has given us great results, and we would like to share them with you. Over 350 access points to internet are located in over 100 locations, providing more than 10 million connections within the very brief point since. Thus, we offer our citizens free, fast, and secure internet. At the same time, feel that they are in reliable hands. For us, access means participation and equality. Everyone is equal in their possibilities. Over 2.5 million users can benefit from our mobile applications. These are tourists as well as our citizens. One of such applications, Bursa in your pocket, Bursa Cepte, is offering developing personalized routes. Various pedestrian visitors are getting extra points that they can benefit from in the application. We are also having Bursa Green Destination Certificate, and thanks to the fact that we are following the principle of globally sustainable tourism, we have taken our city to the new world level. Dear participants, Bursa today is taking important steps on the development of the network of big data. We are now at the level of implementing data processing center standards. We are having serious achievements here. For us, great opportunities are in the integration of globalization of respective systems with the global applications in a way that our participants can be getting access to other systems. It's also important to state we have created the so-called messaging towers, which in emergency situations can cover people with uninterrupted internet, assuring internet, which allows them to rely on the Tetra on reliable internet access. Tetra. We are also having light green data platform allowing us to get critical data on energy consumption, carbon emissions, air quality. Critical data is immediately getting into the system, allowing us to respond immediately. Also important that in the critical situations we can immediately respond relying on this data systems, and in a way our residents feel security. Important to note that we have also created the bunkers, bomb shelters that are covering the needs of residents should anything happen. Another element is that we are having important progress in the transportation program. We are developing adaptive crossroads program, thanks to which we have cut the waiting times at traffic lights by 28%, saving 6,200 liters of fuel last year, thus reducing carbon emissions by 10.3 tons. Another of our projects I would like to speak about is our Smart Boulevard project, thanks to which, we have installed sensory-based traffic lights, optimizing the traffic, AI controlled, and is an important innovative project. Another things we are doing are 3D projects, modeling smart city. That way we can organize control as well as get offering permissions to infrastructural solutions. Thanks to all these innovative solutions, we have sped up the process of offering e-services 80%. Thanks to these projects, the city is living better, but to do that, you need to assure quality education, meaning that we need to provide education to our staff. That's important to us, and we are paying great attention there. Too important to know that Bursa has its own academy of smart cities, and 9 cities of Turkey, their staff of the city administrations are going thematic studies. We, of course, have other projects that we could speak about. They are all based on the investment projects, and new investments are helping us to implement these projects. Dear participants, we would like to state that all of these projects of ours, the ones we are sharing now with you, are first of all human-centered. Human-centric. And Bursa, first and foremost, is paying attention to introducing technology, digitalization, innovations. Thanks to this, we can create sustainable city, which is very important. Kazan is an important center. Kazan Digital Week has a great success, achievements. That's why I would love to congratulate the city for these achievements and also thank Tatarstan, our Kazan, for holding this successful project. Well, everybody, all the regular citizens want their cities to be a city in the pocket. What does it mean? All elements necessary for life be accessible, be quick, and the people who are doing the administration, they want that their city to be in the core, in the pocket as well, and all of the staff is developing digital twins of cities. I would like to give the floor to Dmitry Ageyev, deputy head of the city of Chelyabinsk on the development of road transportation network and digitalization. The floor is yours. Thank you very much, dear colleagues. Thank you for the joy, the opportunity to speak at this forum. Residents of large cities are more and more showing greater and greater discontent on the quality of mobile connectivity, while cellular operators are speaking about the deficit on frequencies accessible to them, which is lowering the data transfer speeds. Previously, they were addressing this frequency limitation by placing great number of base stations, but this is complicated now due to the lack of imported equipment and the lack of domestically produced analogous technology. The city authorities should be providing the quality of data, a convenient environment for the operators, at the same time be tenderly caring after the existing city infrastructure. Thus, in 2021, we have developed the concept for the development of networks, thanks implementing which in 22 and 23 we have done the following. Optimize the process of getting approvals and offering municipal services such as the permits for the land use, various other requirements, permissions to place respective equipment on the lighting towers. A working group is established to approve multifunctional solutions like that. We have developed a design code for multifunctional pillars of the kind, keeping in mind the architectural appearance of the city. We have developed digital model for the networks of Chelyabinsk. We have broken down the city into the squares of 250 by 250 meters, identified potential places where respective multifunctional poles, equipment poles can be installed. Design code and criteria. We have developed a uniform digital twin of the communication networks of Chelyabinsk product, offering the geoinformational system of the city, containing data not only on the potential places of placement of such pillars, but also a single database necessary to approve a location of such locations on municipal land, on buildings of budget institutions, objects of road transportation and housing communal infrastructure locations. What did we get? This experience was implemented. I became a finalist of the 3rd National Prize for the contribution for the development of the urban economy, and at the moment, Digital Twin contains information about over 3,000 base stations, photos of respective multifunctional pole, data on the owner, approval protocols, of all types, sanitary indications, working zones for respective multifunctional poles, etc. If previously only the Committee on the Land Use and Property Management was able to see what municipal land could be used, this year I think we managed to get this functionality accessible to others as well. At the working group, communication companies, providers are shared with that information. Working group was established on identifying locations, more locations for such multifunctional poles. On top of that, we have created a mechanism for simplified getting permits and approvals for the placement of equipment on municipal property, over 50% approvals on first application. Such a digital twin of communication system of Chelyabinsk has allowed all participants and stakeholders to be in single, having synchronous access to the situation, such as the requirements for the location of this multifunctional pole, external appearance thereof, maps, etc. The use related to the system use of this information significantly simplifies and cuts time for the search of identification of base stations around the city, automation and prompt approvals of developing this project, land plots, etc., has simplified all the processes. Usually the permission to use land plots from 30 days to 30 days, some cases down to 7 days. Previously, it was taking up to half a year sometimes. That led to lowering rentals for cellular operators by more than 3 times. The share of use of municipal land, municipal lighting poles for the equipment by cellular operators of Chelyabinsk is today mounting to over 50%. Speaking about the use of commercial spaces, cellular operators are on average paying from 18 to 20,000 rubles to the land plot in case of commercial property, whilst in case of municipal property it is from 0 up to 5,000 for the similar period. Let me remind about your timing. Dmitry Valeryevich, yes. The improvement of the telecommunication infrastructure now has offered industries for IT industry development, including smart city development, first of all for the addressing of priority tasks of the city, improving the quality of life, and providing for safety and security of residents of the city. I would like to thank everybody for the possibility to speak present information about the city of Chelyabinsk. I hope that this experience could be used also in other locations. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much, Dmitry Valeryevich. It's very important to be implementing such project in industrial city in particular. We would now be moving on to the industrial city in the neighboring People's Republic of China. And if we introduce that, this is northeast of People's Republic of China, the Heilongjiang province, the city of Sitsikar.
Вице-мэр.
We have Mr. Zhao Yanbin online, and Tsitsikar has a partnership agreement with Kazan. Mr. Zhao Yanbin, the floor is yours, please. Dear ladies and gentlemen, do we have a sound? For me, it's a great honor to represent innovative practices of our city in provision of industrial safety, digitalization of city safety control. Provision of the industrial safety is the key task in implementation of the principle, people and human life is above all. For efficient decrease of industrial emergencies, our city proposed a concept of creation of a system of digital intellectual control of safety with posting tables and clear distribution of responsibilities, having developed a platform of digital intellectual control of safety. The system was developed in 5 directions: implementation up to minimum numbers, use of digital methods, governance of professionals in profile issues, hierarchical administration, and institutional provision. As a result, we developed a model of 5 components: integrated mechanism, integrated body, a table, code, and a platform, which has become innovational solution of Tsitsikar in digital transformation of the system of responsibility for city industrial safety. At the same time, the integrated mechanism is a system of surveillance and reporting, efficiently uniting planned checks, targeted inspections, and disciplinary responsibility, which makes it possible to implement a cyclic control of safety through a permanent and complex approach, providing efficient functioning of the system of digital intellectual safety control. Integrated body is a specialized structure responsible for everyday operation and control of data of the information platform, providing support for the system of responsibility of digital intellectual safety control. On top of that, at the city level, we developed a special unit for regular monitoring and emergency checks. According to the risk classification, it carries out priority control over the large threats, providing instant measures and complete control of processes of mitigation. The table is the main system of responsibility of digital intellectual safety control. On the blue background APEC, there is information about the size of internal units of party, state, and business facilities according to the standard of 5 people. We manufacture 2 types of information science, which are placed according to the principle of complete coverage without any exception, for clear definition of responsibility zones. Code is the soul of our system. The table has the QR code, which integrates 5 functions: identification of responsibility, information, work tasks, control, and service. The process of QR scanning makes it possible to detailize responsibilities of city administrators and inspectors, which implements the aim of complete responsibility for the control of production safety. The platform is the core of the system. On the principle of the development on the city level, especially on the local and coordination within the city, we implement the digital and intellectual control of the industrial safety at full level, integration of data, taking solution, operational activity, and surveillance. All of them implement the governance, real-time governance, with ranging indexes in various time periods for providing reporting. 6 main functional models also are a very important aspect and are included into our integrated system. All necessary data can be obtained through the QR code and code. All this creates a city cycle of operational surveillance, very prompt transmission, and timely mitigation of threats, and constant alarm. Today in the city we have 113,000 tables, and we distribute 629,000 tasks and have got 623,000 reports through this platform. From the beginning of the year, the number of industrial failures and emergencies and injuries decreased by 30% and 34% accordingly. Thank you very much for your attention. This was the mayor of the city of Sissikar. This is industrial center. Now we are going to another city which is located in our city, which is enjoying the increased attention of tourists this year. I don't know any person who visited a wonderful town of Kaliningrad. And now we have Bykov, who is the member of the government of Kaliningrad. And he also tells us that this city also has its digital twin. Dear guests, dear participant of the forum, I represent the westernmost region of our city of Kaliningrad, which has about 490,000 residents and more than 2 million tourists a year. Where every year we rank as leading positions on sustainable development, on the quality of life, and on the index of quality of city environment. Strategic bet of Kaliningrad today, it is the development of innovational, educational, creative, and tourist center on the Baltics. Strategic aim is to increase the economy of knowledge up to 45% by 2035, having shaped a balanced economy, science and education, innovations, IT sector, creative industry, medicine, high-tech and ecologically clean productions, tourism and culture. Kaliningrad should become the place where a person wants to live and work. Main strategic topics of the city governments are: Kaliningrad is the city for people, a city with its own identity, the city of 15-minute accessibility. Main issues of effective governance and development of the city are accumulated in the Committee of the City Development and Digitalization of the City Administration. Committee defines spheres of the development, develops new approaches and standards of city development, which are reflected in documents of strategic and territorial planning, and then, together with the branch committees, implemented in practice. The aim of increasing the efficiency of work of the administration, various city services, and improvement of quality of life is from digital governance to transport to sphere of housing, utilities sector, and safety. From the implemented projects, I can note the digital twin of the city. It is the plan, geoinformation systems, the system of the tariff, the wave of Baltics, automated information systems such as legal matters, advertising, and so on. We have implemented the system of dispatch of public transport. The whole vehicles are equipped with GLONASS system, and we integrated it with the services GO2 Bus, Yandex Transport, and Safe City. The control of subcontractors. We implemented the system of control of contractors on maintenance and repairs of networks and city lighting equipment. We implement the implementation of intellectual transport system, which is aimed at increasing the mean or average speed of the traffic, decrease of the load on the streets, and safety of the traffic. This is also, it is implemented together with the optimization of the city traffic infrastructure. Together with the region, the administration is developing the software-hardware complex Safe City. The City Council of Deputies has taken a decision about the use of city infrastructure for the development of hardware-software complex, which implements in each city and in each project. The FAN coordination, we implement the automated information system, the FAN coordination, when issuing permissions for excavations for all network organizations. We have signed 13 agreements with the services, and we are solving the following tasks. We decrease the number of approvals. We move to the e-exchange of information with electronic digital signature. We provide the FAN improvement projects. We also decrease the number of underground engineering network and decrease the number of hanging lines with the concept of the clear skies. We also consider the question of the canalization network. coordination of external lighting. We implement a replacement of street lighting, taking into the consideration the efficiency and energy saving, and taking into the consideration the warranty. We will save more than 150 million rubles for the 5 years. We equip the LEDs with dimming. And also use the city lighting poles, the feeding points, which are all connected to automated system of controlling the city lighting. Digital twin, considering our best practices in digitalization of a system of controlling the city, I should note the digital twin of our city, which has been developed by our own specialists on the basis of a freely distributed software, multi-level information resource, which makes it possible to solve tasks of the city development. We develop this digital twin every day, which is filled with very many kinds of data. Limitation zones. Geo-information system. It is a working tool which any person of the administration uses for implementing the tasks. At the same time, controlling the so-called on the digital plan, implementing new data and updating the old one. For example, hard communal waste and bicycle lanes and the system of lighting, showing both the network and the interconnected facilities and catering units. The number of facilities with this semantic data reached more than 9 million, which 10 times is more than 2010. And the GeoPortal supports more than 300 active topical layers. And our plans, we can show you our lighting, which we use in our city, the bridges. It's great. The architectural lighting, singles out any building on the background of all others. Yes. Thank you very much, colleagues. Thank you, Oleg Anatolievich. I think this will be another help for those who was not in Kaliningrad to come there again to visit this remarkable city. And now we are having the city online, which I don't think that many of you have been there. This is Rio Grande, where the ends finish. And there is a wonderful city of Rio Grande, and Vice Santiago Barassi, vice mayor or mayor of this remarkable city, one of the southmost cities in the world. Добрый день. Я являюсь секретарем по стратегическому развитию города Рио-Гранде в Аргентине. Для меня великая честь быть здесь.
I want to begin by expressing our sincere thanks to Kazan for the invitation and for the warm welcome. Your tradition of science, industry, and education inspires us, and we are grateful for this chance to build lasting bridges. Rio Grande is an island city at Argentinian southern tip. Wind, cold, and distance shape daily life and logistics. That geography is not merely a fact, it is our design constraint. It pushes us to connect people across kilometers of steep and to deliver resilient services in harsh conditions. This is why our municipal administration treats technological innovation as a state policy to improve services, expand opportunity, and make it possible to study, work, and start companies in the knowledge economy, right in Rio Grande, without relocating. Our strategy is delivered through clear, sustained, and public policies renewed each year and measured by their impact. The pillars include the digital hackathon the municipal network of technological inclusion nodes, Expo Tecno Grande, the Rio Grande Technological Space, the Open Government Online Services and Citizen Participation Portal, and Knowledge Economy Training. Together, they create a virtuous cycle, bringing connectivity and skills to neighborhoods, inspiring early talent, training in programming, cybersecurity, and data, and turning that momentum into concrete solutions for the city. Let me add a crucial engine behind this transformation: the industrial promotion regime of Tierra del Fuego and its impact in Rio Grande. This regime has provided a stable, long-term framework for investment, enabling the creation of industrial clusters, from electronics and plastics to logistics and services, that have generated quality employment, strength local supplier networks, and transfer technology into our community. It has accelerated skills formations in areas like quality assurance, electronic assembly, automation, and logistics management. It has raised standards across the board, and it has given small and medium firms the chance to scale, export, and innovate. Today, we are leveraging this industrial muscle to adopt Industry 4.0, improve energy efficiency, leveraging broaden R&D, and advanced circular economy practices such as repair, recycling, and e-waste management. In short, the promotion regime has helped us turn distance into an advantage, a platform for resilience, talent, and productive diversification. There is another dimension to our cooperation. We are a South Atlantic city, a gateway close to Antarctica and to our occupied Malvinas Islands. This geography shapes our responsibilities and our opportunities. We care deeply about maritime safety, environmental stewardship, Antarctic science, and resilient logistics. Working with Kazan and other partners, we can co-develop cold weather technologies, remote sensing and communications, search and rescue protocols, port and emergency logistics, and climate observation that benefit polar and subpolar regions alike. Our message is simple: cooperation across latitudes, from the Volga to the South Atlantic, multiplies impact and builds peace, knowledge, and shared prosperity. So this is our invitation. Let us build pilot projects together, share repositories and standards, exchange mentors and students, and co-design winter-ready, people-centered solutions that both our city can deploy. If we succeed, a student in Rio Grande and an apprentice in Kazan will see the same thing, that innovation is not a luxury of big capital, but a right and a responsibility of every territory that cares about its future. Thank you again for welcoming us. We look forward to working with you so that, even at the end of the world, innovation means well-being and a better future for our citizens. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much.
Спасибо огромное, господин Барасси. Ну вот здесь, кстати...
Thank you very much, Mr. Borossi. A very interesting aspect. Mr. Borossi has connected us from Argentina, a country which is not from BRICS, not even BRICS Plus. He is a representative of a city located in Argentina, which is not a member of BRICS Plus, but they do want not just to cooperate with BRICS Plus countries or cities, of course, they are as part of BRICS Plus, but they are actively engaging in discussions and events, in particular the Association of Cities and Municipalities of BRICS Plus. That's how it is. It's clear why they understand that the main technological solutions, the developments that are directed at making sure this uniform system is part of the BRICS Plus. It's good that at the municipality level players understand this. Well, moving from Argentina to the Republic of Tatarstan, something which is closer, I'd like to give the floor to Ratmir Bilayev, the head of the executive committee of the Nizhnekamsky Municipal District of the Republic of Tatarstan. I feel it all would be interested to see how digital Nizhnekamsk look like. Dear colleagues, guests of the forum, happy to present the experience of the digital transformation of Nizhnekamsk. We are not just the capital of petrochemistry and refining of Tatarstan, but active participants of the movement for the smart cities. Nizhnekamsk is in top 100 largest cities of the country, and confident that in our category we are in top 6. We are having in the city players that are well known in their industries, introducing innovations in their and technologies in their operations. This great challenge became something that invited us to engage. Whatever is effective for industry should be working for the benefits of the residents as well. Thus, we are running the digital transformation of the city itself, be it cybersecurity to effectiveness of municipal management. We have created and launched digital Nizhnekamsk platform. Every structural unit of the municipality, we are having people responsible to assure the work with the platform, two-level access system, full access system for the leadership, limited access rights to specific specialists, assuring security as well as transparency. Digital Nizhnekamsk today is bringing together 70 indicators of the quality of the city for interactive maps, visualizing data, making it clear and accessible, online monitoring in real time of such important issues as housing, healthcare, transportation, construction, agriculture, security, safety and security. This keeps off growing. What does it give us? A tool for data-based effective management and not based on data and not on assumptions. We managed to cut the data transfer to our system from 10 down to 2 minutes, rapidly responding to the evolving situation. A model of our platform would be intellectual video surveillance and security. That's not just cameras, CCTV, but it's a uniform digital nervous system of the city, a large network of over 11,000 surveillance cameras. At the level of CCTV cameras per territory, we are a clear leader in Tatarstan, but it's effectiveness that matters. Over the 8 months of 2025, it helped identifying 140 crime cases, connecting to the system, per house entry-based systems, increasing safety and security, as well as you have seen on the brief video, congratulating people with the important historic events. We are actively learning the best experiences in Kazan, wider Tatarstan, all of Russia, understanding that the IP intercom systems are becoming very important, that are not just for cities with over 1 million, but even smaller territories, because that helps our staff to concentrate on different sets of tasks that they used to be, because in the small cities we are always having staff deficits, etc. We are using algorithms, for example, AI-based, identifying transportation, vehicles, garbages, identifying whether traffic lights or lighting pole or street lights are not working. Over respective periods, we have identified hundreds of various cases. Digital Nizhnekamsk is a living organism. Our objective is creating a single situational center, which will be a decision-making unified situation center that will eventually lead us to full-fledged digital twin of the city. We understand digitalization impossible without citizens. Thus, we are working on developing a convenient apps. My Nizhnekamsk, our colleagues from Bursa were speaking about this today too. It will be an important window for interacting with authorities. Our digital Nizhnekamsk is not limited to city administration. Colleagues from Yakutsk, Vorkuta, and Mendeleyevsk, the last one, Tatarstan, is being learned, and many large companies. This is not just an idea, but a working tool for analysis and strategic decision making. As a city, we are open for dialogue, ready to be sharing not just successes but also lessons learned. We are confident that with common efforts, we'll be able to scale this success, creating smart cities all around Russia, cities offering true opportunities for the development of business, as well as, most importantly, increasing the quality of life of every resident. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you. We would now be moving further away from where physically we are. We love traveling, also digitally. That's exactly what we will do. With us connected are colleagues from Ethiopia, Director General of the Association of Cities of Ethiopia. Mr. Andualetino Habti will be speaking to us about digital transformation of cities around Ethiopia and how they are growing further. The floor is yours, sir. Please.
Господин Хапти, мы...
Mr. Habti, we are attentively listening to you, but for some reason we are not getting to hear you yet.
Так, у нас есть шанс...
Question to technical people from the moderator. We are seeing the presentation. Let's give our technical staff to improve the situation. If they manage, they manage. If not, we will just swap and have the next speaker go now.
Да, ну хорошо. Попытаемся нашего друга из Эфиопии подключить.
We will try to connect with Ethiopia a little later. Meanwhile, let's try and invite the following speaker. We are now having permanent participating cities with whom we are discussing important practices for municipal development, and we will be passing the floor to the city of Eskişehir. We would like to give the floor to Madam Sila Bükülmez, the head of the Strategic Development Department, who will be able to speak to us about the integrated services. The floor is yours.
I'll be presenting how Eskişehir integrates innovation, data, and digital tools to enhance urban life and build a resilient, future-ready city. Our city consists of 2 central districts in the urban core, home to 89% of the population, and 12 districts with rural characteristics. As a metropolitan municipality, we are responsible for many areas such as strategic planning, budgeting, developing the transportation master plan, managing public transit, traffic infrastructure, urban planning, information systems and technological infrastructure, and coordination and supervision. Eskişehir's young, dynamic population fuels culture, tourism, and new industries, creating demand for sustainable transport and smart city solutions, which we address through digital services and data-driven planning. Eskişehir Metropolitan Municipality embraces a governance approach that closely follows technological advancements and drives digital transformation, focusing on smart investments and digital services to enhance urban mobility and make life easier for citizens, turning the city into a living ecosystem where people are not only residents but digitally connected. And the innovations that we use. E-Municipality Urban Information System is a software platform that brings all municipal operations together and offers fast, reliable services to citizens. E-Municipality Portal. And e-government integration. Citizens can securely perform debt inquiries, personal record checks, payroll access, and barcode document verifications through the e-government platform. EBB solution centered with AI supported. That citizens' requests are automatically sorted, suggested answers are offered to staff. We have established an AI working group, online registration systems, EDMS, electronic document management system, a strong mobile application that makes travel easier by offering route and stop details, departure times, virtual card services, balance check and top-up, QR and NFC options, and real-time vehicle tracking. Our council meetings are broadcast live online. Websites and Eskişehir Technology and Innovation Center, it gives young entrepreneurs spaces to work, collaborate, and innovate. It strengthens the city's competitiveness, and a new center is on the way. Corporate communication platform. An idea for Eskişehir is a digital platform where residents can take part in city decisions, help shape the municipal budget, and plan urban life together. Online payment systems. And the necessity of technological systems in managing urban mobility. Eskişehir is a large city where technological developments shape the urban landscape. Young residents and visitors drive high demand for transport, and smart solutions enhance mobility across the city and surrounding areas. Public transport use in Eskişehir is steadily rising, creating the need for more capacity and frequent trips. This also raises costs, so the municipality focuses on using resources efficiently and applying innovative solutions to maintain quality service despite higher expenses. And we manage cost increases by optimizing our vehicle fleet, promoting eco-friendly transport, and improving staff efficiency. Fuel consumption is reduced through driver training, smart scheduling, and route optimization, while digital maintenance and preventive systems extend equipment life and cut repair costs. And actions taken increase the number of vehicles equipped with devices and activated applications such as mobile tracking, EcoDrive, performance reports, Nimbus, and Fleet One. Expanded integrated systems including driver information, validator route information, and duty start and transition from plate-based to driver-based performance reports. Integrated the smart bus stop system and implemented ADAS, Advanced Driver Assistance System, in buses. Within the scope of digitalization of the public transportation system, smart mobile tracking, control panels, safe and efficient driving, driving violation reports, driver luggage report card, public transportation mobile application, and validator integration. And results in 2025, the EBB Public Transport Digital Program improved accident fine rates by 32% and fuel efficiency by over 10%, setting national first in safety, passenger info, and efficiency while creating a foundation for future projects. And other systems. Smart bus stop system integration in LED panels, artificial intelligence-powered real-time adaptive traffic control systems. With this system, RST monitors traffic at intersections and AI adjusts signals based on vehicle flow, reducing waiting times, lowering fuel use and emissions, and improving traffic flow and comfort, supporting a sustainable urban vision and smarter citywide decisions. Traffic control system. Using the SUMO simulation program, we evaluate how converting fixed-time intersections to real-time adaptive ones improves waiting times, fuel use, emissions, and vehicle speeds. Green Wave Traffic Management System. The system synchronizes traffic lights along routes, allowing vehicles to move smoothly without stopping using GPS and satellite-based planning that considers distance and speeds and signal timings. And ADAS technology, Advanced Driver Assistance System. Our fleet includes buses equipped with ADAS with user sensors, cameras, and radar to enhance safety by providing collision, pedestrian, and lane departure warnings through visual, audible, and seat vibration alerts. And the ongoings, GPS and passenger information systems on buses, innovation in camera systems, and integration of real-time passenger counting system into fleet management, tracking of driving cards, and feedback training, QR code application at wheelchair accessible public transportation stops, revision and integration of stops names into the system, followed by transition to the voice announcement system. And GPS and passenger information system of bus added in 2023. Camera system innovation in our buses fleet is fully equipped with validators and cameras, allowing real-time monitoring, recording for analysis, and support for investigation, stop performance, passenger data, and route optimization. Passenger counting system. Real-time passenger boarding and aligning data is collected via validators and cameras linked to our monitoring system with door triggered counting and timestamps used to generate reports that support route optimization. And QR code application at wheelchair accessible public transportation stops. QR codes have been tested at some stops and will be added to at one first stops by February, with Braille included to ensure accessibility for visually impaired passengers. And digitalization transform Eskişehir by enabling efficient, transparent, and citizen-focused services, improving urban mobility, accessibility, and cultural life, and shaping the city into a modern, resilient, and vibrant place for all. Thanks for your attention.
Спасибо большое.
Thank you very much, Madam Bükülmez. By the way, our cities, Kazan and Eskişehir, are friends for almost 30 years. That's speaking a lot about mutual work in the dimension that Madam Sila Bükülmez was speaking to us just now. This is very much supportive, important supportive element, assuring exchange of experiences, practices, etc., benefiting the residents of our cities. Thank you very much. As soon as we start speaking about sister cities, twin cities, etc., we can't forget about Guangzhou, because the Guangzhou from China is not a sister city of Kazan. 18 million people living in Guangzhou, meaning that the quality of digitalization services there are at such a level that we can only have compare with Moscow, simply because they are in the same weight category by population with us, is Chief Engineer on the Data and Civil, Mr. Ligan. Would be happy to hear you, Mr. Ligan. Dear friends, dear participants, it's a great pleasure for me to be speaking today at this platform, presenting Gwaju, the mayor's office, city administration of the city. I'm thankful to your invitation once again to take part in Kazan Digital Week. I would like to speak today about digitalization of our city. In brief, our city has very deep history and it has around 2,000 years. And the central thing is the quality of the culture of our city. Speeding up development, digitalization, improving quality of life. To be in the lockstep with the national level Chinese and global Chinese development. I would like to speak about the measures we are working with, creating electronic digital platforms, digitalization, providing for creativity and innovation. Thanks to various sets of types of big data, we are developing not just different applications, but they are also improving the quality of our citizens. That way, we are also improving the infrastructure and logistics in our city. Through digitalization, we are creating developed city, and we are using AI and digitalization also in education, as well as in transportation and professional development of our specialists. It is playing a very important role. That way, we have also improved the quality of data processing. Our sustainable advance in scientific development has led also to the development in various other areas, be it humanitarian, be it technological. The development of automation and production is another important dimension, strategic dimension for us. It helped us to cut time, save efforts and resources. That way, we are open also to new technological solutions. And it is thanks to AI, we are also opening up, creating new jobs, as well as new job types. The main aspect of ours would be rapid technological development. That helps us to be developing in various aspects. And that way we are creating the city of the future. And digitalization, I wanted to reiterate here, is an important aspect on this journey. Addressing the daily needs in the urban life. We use this as an opportunity. We digitize our city in various aspects, be it the governance, be it various level of administrative procedures that get simplified this way. Thanks to measures used, we see the development not only at the city level, but also at the resident level. We are creating the architecture of new modern city, developing infrastructure, and using innovative technologies. The main dimension for us is non-stop development and improvement in the use of big data and information technologies. This helps optimizing our work. And in conclusion, I would like to thank you all once again for attention to our city. And I would, of course, invite all of you, dear friends, to personally come and visit to see with your own eyes our high-tech city. Thank you very much. We are confident that many of those present here would be impressed, be happy to come in person to Guangzhou and to see it, because on top of this being one of the economic centers of People's Republic of China, it's also one of the cultural centers of our dear neighboring nation. Going further, speaking about digital transformation, we of course can speak about applied things related to housing and communal services, something without proper functioning of which we would not be even speaking about culture or digitalization, but changing the situation in the housing communal services are being. This is something being held by big data, and we would learn about that from Denis Long, advisor on digitalization of Deputy Governor of St. Petersburg. He will be speaking to us about transformation of housing and communal services of our northern capital. Thank you, Dmitry. I'll start by answering how does digitalization improve cities. It makes them cleaner and more beautiful. Speaking about St. Petersburg, is clearly one of the most beautiful cities in the world. St. Petersburg dwellers believe it to be the most beautiful. Well, it is great also in winter, but it's becoming more difficult to love and appreciate this city. Why? Because of climate. Every winter, over the winter, we are having temperatures going above and below zero around or over 20 times. At the same time, you are having heavy snowfalls plus winds. So living in St. Petersburg and making St. Petersburg work becomes difficult and socially stressful thing. Thus, we are running after the digital technologies, modern ones, our AI. We are even using data-driven approach, and of course, digital folks of St. Petersburg who are supporting us technologically. We are grateful to. I will speak about some products, not all. Let's speak about our road street network system. That's the core. They are responsible for all of the. They are the backbone for all others, including city, street cleaning, other cleaning, etc. But most importantly, if we look at the experience of colleagues also in other countries, we are all tracking how many cars we have cleaning vehicles and what they are doing and where they are. What we did, we went deeper and we now understand everything, whether specific devices are working on board. Every piece of equipment is its activity is being overseen in the city. That's how large analytical model is being developed. Snow removal monitoring system, we have collected that. Mobile app for Clean St. Petersburg for cleaners. And of course, above all of that is what we call Comprehensive Urban Economy Control Center. Let's go one by one. We have digitalized those streets, so-called yards, and based on whatever our cleaning equipment is doing, in whatever conditions I've described, we now understand. We are now easily being able to get it effectively coloring it. But this is giving us effective and live control over how the city is being cleaned. It's happening in the summer, in any season, but in winter it's of course most challenging.
We detect all kinds of work and gather all them together. On top of that, there are more 100,000 CCTV cameras which are helped and are recording the fact of cleaning. We understand that we are working with the machinery, and CCTV cameras constantly record the fact of cleaning and make pictures before the cleaning and after the cleaning. After that, we use AI, which helps our operators to see how it looked like and how it looks after the cleaning. And in the internal case of incident management, goes to the operators of the complex control of the street economy. Also, the mobile apps for janitors. We fix when a janitor started his work, what he is doing. He is reporting about fulfillment of every task with pictures and only a live picture. All this is envisaged by the solution and makes it possible very quickly and transparently work. And it is used both with the janitors and machine operators also, and the masters. And the masters, it has become a rescue ward. We have eliminated a lot of paperwork because they are doing everything online, and due to the access to CCTVs can make a very quick control, and this process of verification where the janitors are working and what they're doing became more transparent. And the whole geo-analytic, all tracks, we can see where they were, what they did every 5 minutes. When a person starts his shift, he gives the site where he is working, and we collect all the data. And all this is gathered in the Comprehensive Urban Management Control Center, which gathers all the data from the CCTVs. Well, up to 200,000 cameras are equipped with neural network analytics, which detect up to 15 types of violation. All in all, if we take our own machine fleet, which is used, we collect up to more than 200 kinds of automatic violations, issuing fines, and this is fulfilled by our system. We launched the center less than a year ago, and it has proved its efficiency already. During the mass events in the winter, it works 24/7. And starting from spring this year, we moved to the territorial control model. It's a total control over the territory, over the area. We control all kinds of cleaning of all areas of the city. So it is our big brother which sees everything and collects the data in one place. And speaking about how the digitalization influenced the city, last year we increased our index on the average time of mitigation of the bad cleaning up to 39 minutes. This means that from the moment when we fixed this low-quality cleaning, this violation is removed in 39 minutes. Of course, this influenced also the decrease of complaints of residents related to this. Yes, this is not just digital solutions, is the global reformation of the branch. We have been working with Rosatom on efficiency of the processes and a lot of other things, additional vehicle fleet. This would be impossible without digital things. That's why the decrease of complaints is an index, is a proof. And the last thing, it is when during the snowfall and winds and rainfalls, we managed to reorganize the work of our complex control center just in an hour. Anytime we have an emergency, we reconstruct the work of the operators, we reveal all the so critical problematic sites and start fixing them. Yes, there is a lot of human labor. Yes, there are operators. Yes, but at the same time, this helps not to increase these problems, not to let them grow, but to feel all this social background which we have. And we moved, as a result, to a proactive kind of work. We are trying to see the problem in the city before our residents do this. It has become our motto, which is on the top of the slide. We find our city problems before our residents do. Because when we work on the fire extinguishing, it is one approach to the work. When we prevent these fires, it is more slow, more warm, and careful, related to our residents and to our city. Welcome to St. Petersburg. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this wonderful presentation. We will have the next city where they never faced such problem as snow moving, because they have never had any snow. I'm speaking about another Argentina city which is located not close to Antarctic, but closer to the south. It doesn't have any snow. This municipality of Esteban Echeverria, and we have the Council on International Affairs, the Executive Secretary of the Association Mercosidades, which includes the South American cities. Mr. Lautaro Lorenzo, we are happy to see you and would like to listen to you. The floor is yours. Good afternoon. I welcome everyone, and I send you my welcoming speech from my government, and thank you for the initiative to connect digital cities. In fact, as you have mentioned already, I am responsible for international relations of Esteban Echeverria city, and our municipality also hosts the summit of Mercosidades cities. Mercosidades is a network of cities which are united, which unites more than 400 cities in the whole Latin America. And these cities are a part of 12 countries of the region. Our history is 30 years old, and we have decided to start this process, a very important process of regional integration 30 years ago. And currently, we are a part of the Organization of Cities and Local Power Bodies and are working in the sphere of cooperation, integration in the municipal sphere. And in this respect, we would like to underline and to express our gratitude to the administration of Kazan for its initiative to work together within the BRICS, together with cities of Argentina and with our Mercosidades Association. It is very important for us that the world is multipolar, and so that the BRICS countries cooperate with us. And it is also important for us to have an opportunity to have mutual understanding between various governments. That's why we understand how important it is to have this alliance, so that we can create the better destiny for our citizens. And we're grateful for this opportunity. And from the point of view of Mercosidades Association, we represent more than 120 million people who live in our cities. And we are ready to work together to cooperate with BRICS countries. And we welcome the administration of Kazan in this system. Next slide, please. So that you can understand. So this is how our organization looks like. And currently, I would like to tell a few words about digital experience of Esteban Echeverria. Our city covers 120 square kilometers. Mostly it's an urban part. Is located of 40 kilometers from Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina. We have a substantially large logistics network. We have a very well-developed transportation system and rather good development in logistics. We also have operational monitoring center, and we work in the sphere of various digital solutions, and we are implementing monitoring, getting information from 1,200 cameras and CCTV cameras, and thus we accumulate the logistics information, transport information, and information from the side of police and the state facilities. And all this is accumulated in the operational monitoring center, and we can process this information and work with it. And here on this slide, we can see COM. This is Operation Monitoring Center, which collects all this information and analyzes it. On top of that, we have software, rather good software, which makes it possible for us to visualize various buildings, to share information, to prevent crime, and to send this information quickly and to respond to these situations. If there is some violation of the law, we can identify the criminal and to take measures accordingly. And thus, this infrastructure helps us a lot in the city safety. We also have various stands, safety stands or safety billboards, which helps us. For example, if a person has some problems at night, he can come to this stand and report this crime violation or this criminal violation or some threat, which helps us to improve the safety situation and to identify criminals and to improve safety in the regions of the city. Thus, for example, we can monitor the stolen cars if they have some false license plates or something like that. We can also identify the robbers or those who are committing violations or crimes. And this system works 24/7. There were examples, pictures from the camera. It shows that they work 24/7. I am not going to speak long about that, so that other presenters also have time. And I would like to welcome the organizers and the city of Kazan and thank them for their opportunity and for the platform you organized, and to wish to be able to share digital and exchange digital technologies in the future. Thank you very much, and best regards from Latin America. Thank you. And again, Argentinian cities are ahead of everyone. High Argentinian policy. They are for cooperation and for exchange. Dmitry Vladimirovich, so you are the last one. We are going to the city of Innopolis. Dmitry Vandyukov, who is the mayor of this wonderful city, where all these wonderful intellectual solutions on digitalization and implementations of AI are tested every day and then scaled up to other cities. A laboratory and a test place, and also a city. Dmitry Vladimirovich, the floor is yours. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, dear participants of the round table, dear colleagues. I would like to express my gratitude to the Mayor's Office of Kazan for having invited me to this round table. It is a big honor for our small city. We continue to be the youngest city of our country. This year we were 10 years old, and this year we have slightly less than 8,000 people. At the same time, we have nearly 700 organizations registered. Half of them work in the special economic zone with a number of jobs, and they develop those technologies which we are testing in our city infrastructure. In the beginning, the mission of the Innopolis was to become a testing platform and scaling up of these technologies which are developed in this city. And this was the KPI for the mayor and his office. And 2 years after the city was established, we have the first testing zone of CCTG, the first Lorvang testing zone. But the largest significant projects were implemented in the city when there was federal law on experimental legal modes of digital innovations. And one of the first experimental legal modes was developed in our city concerning the unmanned technologies and unmanned aviation systems. I will tell you about how we are testing them and how we use them in the city economy. One of the most famous is our joint project with the Yandex company. In our city space, we have 8 cars which have already moved more than 1.2 million kilometers. The project has been prolonged. It is the only city where our citizens can use taxi for free, and it is an unmanned taxi. If you come here, you also can install this app and use this taxi. It is a very interesting project, and in fact, cars are one of the projects, and robots couriers are another project, because everything is delivered by robots. It is a very successful project. Now it is structured into a separate experimental legal regime, and it will be scaled up to a very many number of cities, including Kazan. Second is the University of Innopolis, which is our pride. It is this regime concerning unmanned drones. Innopolis is one of the best universities in our country, and it develops new projects. It has the largest center for development of drones, and we cooperate with them. They are participants of this regime. We also monitor the space and test various developments in drones. The next project, the same. We have our digital twin. This is the recording system which helps us to make decisions and incident management, which we have implemented. This is the development of the University of Innopolis. We have created this product together. Now we're developing it together. Another project was done by the company Rusdronaport, which is developing drone ports, which makes it possible to operate the drones without man, to replace batteries, to charge the batteries, and to increase the useful load. Together with this company, we are testing the city logistics of the drones. And this is the only mode in our country, and that's why I propose our elder brother to test any cases, well, maybe deliver with the drones, please. We will be able to do that. Another company, Mars Technologies, which is developing
Our company, Mars Technologies, we didn't have a notification system. Thanks to them, we have tested and employing it. This is daughter company of Trilink. Many of you might have heard that they are not just selling this equipment, they are also producing it in Tatarstan now and servicing. One of the first projects of ours was a digital assistant for the residents. One of our resident companies has developed it, very popular product, helping us a lot this year. We are rethinking it, shaping new feasibility, technical requirements for that. We'll be using it for the improvement of the AI. We are having more data. Some services are a bit outdated, will be improving. We are intending to stay one of the important centers of unmanned crafts. We will be announcement tomorrow at 10. Will be signing Atom producer with to make sure that it would become driverless car riding around. And another one is Fly Drone Company. With them, we would be creating a system for aircraft movement control and monitoring system. We are testing it with the Ministry of Digital. Those of you intending to use unmanned crafts in your cities, that will be useful for you. So I invite you to start engaging with us, testing it. Continuing logistics, aero logistics, we are intending to be assuring delivery not only within Innopolis, but we are having experience of delivery to the urban, the island town of Sviersk, and we would continue growing that project wider. And GeoPager, another sensor-related project. Those interested, I will make a presentation separately. We are a small city. That's an advantage. We are having all the infrastructure that is there in a larger city. Thus, if you would like to test any of anything for you, we are ready to offer our infrastructure to do that with us. As our Chinese friends say, the 1,000-li journey starts with the first step. Thank you very much, Dmitry Vladimirovich. I love the phrase you used, unmanned craftland, as if we've talked about this. I love the way it sounds in Russian, the way smart cities and maybe not that smart of the cities are developing. We are aspiring to see that smartness coming into all cities, because people need cities, even the cities from the countries whose national level governments are not necessarily very big friends with BRICS countries, are showing interest. Well, all the information will be presented at the shared city platform, and the positive experience of city development serving the people of all the cities is valuable. Digitalization is something that people stop noticing quickly. That's the destiny, but the less attention it gets, the better it means, the better it works. Thankful to all participants of the discussion, wishing successful, productive work. Those coming to Kazan as a visitor, wonderful weather. Wishing you a magnificent stay. A lot of applause to Dmitry, says one of the organizers in the audience. Thank you.